Governor Rick Snyder and some state lawmakers are facing the possibility of recalls just months after taking office. In West Michigan, petition language has been submitted or approved against at least 8 state lawmakers. And now the state's largest teachers union says it is getting involved in the Snyder recall and those of some in the state house. Some Republicans say the Michigan Education Association was already involved. 24-hour News 8's Tony Talavia is looking into that and why the union is involved. Tony.
And Republicans have said the MEA was already involved, so we asked for proof. A Republican state senator points to an email.
If people believe that they haven't been involved prior to this, they're fooling themselves.
A Republican staffer in Lansing provided the email to 24-hour News 8. It looks to have been sent by an MEA employee a few but not many days before the MEA publicly announced it was getting involved in recalls. The email says recall petitions for a state representative are available at a regional MEA office and lets recipients know about a recall hearing for a state senator. Another state senator, Arlan Meekhof, says if that email was sent even a few days before the public announcement, a reasonable person could assume the MEA was involved in other recall efforts. The union has acknowledged that individual members were involved in recalls. And today, the MEA Public Affairs Director told us that in that vein, MEA staff and others are engaged in working with members to pass along information. He says whether an email was sent a few days before the big announcement or not, people are realizing that some elected leaders are not doing what they said they do. Paul Helder heads the MEA-affiliated teachers union in Grand Rapids.
The fact of the matter is these individuals that were elected have come forward and said quite honestly that they don't believe in public school, that they believe it should be cut, and that we should give the money instead to businesses for tax breaks. And that's wrong.
The MEA's announcement that it was getting involved in recalls points to changes in teacher tenure, making it easier to fire teachers. Union leaders say changes passed in the State House and Senate dismantle tenure. Meekhof says the moves do not eliminate tenure.
And we're saying it should be a part of the process. You may earn tenure. You can also just fall out of tenure and earn it back, and there's some opportunities there.
The tenure changes include allowing probationary teachers to be fired at any time, requiring teachers to have 5 years of experience before they can get tenure. And for their last 3 years, teachers have to be rated as effective or better to get tenure. 3 years of ineffective ratings and a teacher is out. Effectiveness would be increasingly based on what the legislation calls student growth. You can read more details about the changes at woodtv.com. Brian?